you're still alive. Before my friends murder you. Tick-tock. Your life, son of a...
Wait!
Happy Halloween. Welcome back to this year's O.C.Deidre's Halloween special. We do this every year on the channel. This year's Halloween look was totally inspired by House Beneviento from Resident Evil Village. You know, I love that game so much. And that House Beneviento, gave me nightmares. Those dolls. I am terrified of spooky-ooky, creepy-ass dolls. So this look was totally inspired as one of the dolls in the dollhouse of House Beneviento. It literally scared me to death. To death, bitch. So I said, this has got to be a spooky-ooky look for Halloween. And I'm going to tell you all about it. This look was brought to you by Bitch on a Budget Productions. So let's get into this look. Oh my God, this hair. I will explain the hair in a minute. While I was playing it, I was even saying it's very like Pinocchio, House of Geppetto. That's what it was giving me. I want a real, but Geppetto wanted a real boy. He wanted a son, so he made a real boy. That's what that gave me the vibes, except the mama vibes with Miss Donna and Miss Angie. So the house was littered with demonic dolls, and I was terrified and I was scared my life. So that's what this look is inspired by. Master of Puppets, Miss House of Donna Beneviento got us together, bitch, and scared us to death. So this look, got no strings, was totally inspired by that. I've never done like a full-on creepy-ass doll look. I wanted to bring you the horror, the creepiness. Now what I'm wearing, I made this gown, bitch. Let me tell you something. This gown was a struggle. I actually got a pattern, sewed this dress entirely by myself. It was very complicated. I really bit off more than I could chew with this. I was not ready. I was not prepared. But it doesn't look too terrible. You know, like everything is always half-assed, bitch on a budget. But I literally did my best. This is the first time I've ever like made a full-on gown from a pattern. Usually I just do my own thing, maybe use my own clothes as a guide and cut out like patterns based on that. But this was a real pattern that I used. I'll show you all the behind the scenes pics. It took me so long to sew because it was so involved. The pieces were huge. This is like 7 yards of fabric. I had no idea it was going to be this big, bitch, but it was. It took a lot to put it together. I spent like the other day from like 7 in the morning till like 10:30 at night finishing it because I had to wait. I had to stop sewing because I ran out of fabric. I thought I had enough fabric and I did not. I did not have enough fabric. So I had to wait for the delivery of the second part of the fabric. So that's why I was like rushing, trying to get it done. I just wanted to get the feeling of all the dolls, the dressy dolls, and the feeling of House Beneviento with all the creepy ass dolls. They were like just lying around the house in their fancy clothes. It was everything. I wanted to see the other undead dolls come to life. Obviously, this is not Angie. I am one of the dolls. I am one of the backup dancers in House Beneviento. So I'd be a doll that you'd find lying around, ready to attack Ethan Winters. So this look was made out of like a white satin fabric. And it looked so plain. So I wanted to make like the lines between like the seams to show, to give it like some kind of like texture, I guess. And then I decided to, I don't know how many yards of fabric it was to get this lace trim around the top, the lace trim straps, and all around the bottom of the dress. I sewed the entire bottom of the dress with lace trim to zhuzh it up, to make it look really pretty and give it some sort of like texture. There was like, it was too plain, so I didn't want to just leave it at that plain. And this choker, you know, I gotta have a choker. 9 times out of 10, I always have a choker. I love chokers, bitch. This was the leftover lace fabric that I had. I didn't have much. I literally used like 12 yards of lace trim fabric. So I used that. And this, these two, this is crazy. This is my grandmother's old costume jewelry. This was like a brooch this like diamond bow brooch that not diamond, like fake round. It's costume jewelry. It's not like real jewelry. And this, it's like a locket. And it's got a face on it. It's got to be like, God knows how old it is. I'm 107 years old myself. So this must really be old. So this is shout out to my grandma for giving me these little costume jewelries. And it is not damaged in any way. It will go right back in the jewelry box to save when I'm done with this. But I thought it would be nice because it's like really old fashioned and I wanted to have like that authenticity in the dress somehow. I totally underestimated how voluminous this gown was going to be. I was not ready. It is so big. And honestly, guys, I'm so happy that I finished it. And that it doesn't look too terrible, ? I know it's not perfect, but this is the first like real gown that I've ever made. I even made a zipper. I was so terrified to sew a zipper in any of the garments that I do, the garments, that I was terrified to do a zipper. I finally did it. Is it perfect? No. Is it busted? Yes. But it's on and it works. I'm like shocked. I'm so proud of myself. Now, whenever I do these looks, I always make a playlist of what I listen to while I am creating these looks. The music that inspired this look was definitely King Diamond, definitely Merciful Fate, Black Sabbath. I love all the spooky-ookiness, and that totally gave me all the vibes that I needed for this. And also shout out to the Dead of Night, good friend of the channel, my friend Dean, who does these atmospheric videos for creating and writing. Does a lot of awesome Halloween ones like cottage and kitty cats and like background sounds. And if you haven't checked him out, you absolutely have to. It's amazing. He put so much hard work into it. Even the animations in the videos are all his. He's branching out. He's doing the most. And we totally support him on this channel. So thank you, The Dead of Night on YouTube, and Dean Cole Ryder for bringing us all the atmosphere we need while we create. All right, I'm going to try and do this fast while there's a lawnmower right outside. Okay, so the makeup look, totally inspired. I had to give it my little own zhuzh. I love the cat eye. I love the cat eye, so I had to do that. I really went real low with the white to make my eyes look very big like a doll's, obviously. And I drew on the bottom lashes. I used my ginormous crystal lashes that I always use for these looks. They're amazing. And I did my whole lid, covered the brows. I had to do like the little puppet mouth. I did a little contour here with the browns and a little bit of black shadow. Did the hard ass contour here for the cheeks and tried to do a little heart-shaped lips. Oh, with the hair. Oh my God, the hair, guys. I am not a hairstylist. You know this, right? But I really tried this time. I wanted to get my hair. I actually went out and bought a curling iron. I don't even own a curling iron. Like, I don't style hair. I don't know what I'm doing. So I wanted to have like the ringlet curls, like the dolls, like the dolls, like the old-fashioned dolls have, and like do it like really like Shirley Temple curls, like. Oh my God, it came out terrible. They just flopped right out of my head. I don't know what I did. My hair rejects style of any kind. I cannot tell you. This is why my hair is like this. I do not know how to do hair, and my hair, it's official, my hair rejects styling. So I really tried. So I just decided after it was like all hairsprayed and everything, and the curl fell out. I just like tried to make it big and look really messy, like a messy ass doll. So I tried to make it messy. If I can't go glam, I was gonna go messy, especially since this was the spooky-ooky look. What do you think, guys? Thanks so much for all your love and support. I have 2 cosplays coming up in 2022. You could probably guess what they are. They're both video game related, but I am taking a break because between this and Ophelia and the freaking strings, I was getting tangled. All my strings, I am never working with strings again. My strings got tangled up in my puppet, the Puppet Master thing. Yeah, so the veil, okay, oh my God, Deirdre, go back. So the veil that I made, I spray painted a headband, I made it white, and I attached the veil to it because first of all, Miss Angie has her veil, and I wanted a veil too. I live for a veil, and any chance I get to wear a veil, I will. So I love that. So I got the lace fabric for the veil, and I attached the headband to it. And then I made out of cardboard the crisscross, the puppeteer thing, whatever it is. And I did the 4 strings. I used yarn for the strings. And I got this like clear vinyl plastic that I use for the wristband, so you wouldn't see like the bands where they were coming from, because I couldn't just tie them around my wrist. Tying them all together while they're attached to you is impossible. So I cut little holes in them and pulled the strings through, made knots. So it looks like the strings were actually coming out of my flesh, my, the doll. So I did it the 4 places for the joints to give it that look of like a real puppet master, old-fashioned puppet master, and Miss Donna. So that was that. That was, and of course I got tangled up in it. I am never working with string or wire ever again. Please, next time I try it, just remember this. This makeup took over 2 hours and 20 minutes, almost 2.5 hours, because I really wanted to get the lining right and the highlights right and the contours right. It's still not perfect, but I'm really proud of the way it came out. For a first try, this is the first time I tried doing it. So, thanks so much. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this look. A lot of work went into this, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video and my motherfucking shenanigans, please leave this bitch a like, share, subscribe. Please share these videos. And if you can, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Every little bit helps. Help this girl out. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more.